You know what's strange? You could have people around you who genuinely care, yet somehow their love never quite lands. It bounces off an invisible wall you didn't even know you built. Today, we're breaking down exactly why that happens. Number 1, you're running on empty. Here's something most people miss. You can't recognize love when your basic needs aren't met. When you're exhausted, burnt out, or constantly stressed, your brain literally can't process affection properly. Think about the last time you were really tired. Someone could have said something sweet, and all you felt was nothing, maybe even annoyance. This isn't about being ungrateful. Your nervous system is stuck in survival mode. When your body is screaming for rest, food, or safety, everything else becomes background noise. Love requires emotional bandwidth, and survival mode shuts that down. Your brain is too busy keeping you alive to notice someone caring about you. The cortisol flooding your system blocks oxytocin, the bonding hormone. So even when someone's showing up for you, your body can't feel it. You're not broken, you're depleted. There's a massive difference. Start with the basics: sleep, nutrition, moments of actual rest. Not scrolling, rest. You'd be surprised how much love you can suddenly feel when you're not running on fumes. Number 2, your inner critic is louder than everyone else. Someone compliments you. Immediately, your mind jumps in with a rebuttal. They're just being nice. They don't really mean it. If they knew the real me, they'd leave. Sound familiar? Your internal voice is drowning out external reality. When you've spent years telling yourself you're not good enough, that becomes your default filter. Every act of love gets processed through this filter and comes out distorted. It's like wearing sunglasses indoors and wondering why everything looks dark. This voice usually formed early. Maybe a parent was overly critical. Maybe you were bullied. Maybe you just internalized society's impossible standards. Whatever the origin, it's now running the show. And here's the thing. This voice feels like truth because it's familiar. But familiar doesn't equal accurate. You need to start catching these thoughts in real time. When someone says something kind and your mind immediately contradicts it, pause. Notice what just happened. You don't have to believe the kind words yet. Just notice that you're blocking them. Awareness is the first step to changing the pattern. Number 3, you're keeping score. You've created an invisible checklist of what love should look like. If someone doesn't hit every point, it doesn't count. They texted instead of calling, doesn't count. They helped but didn't do it exactly how you wanted, doesn't count. They showed up but weren't enthusiastic enough, doesn't count. This scorekeeping is exhausting for everyone involved, including you. You're measuring love like it's a test they need to pass, and you've made passing nearly impossible. Meanwhile, you're missing all the actual love that's right in front of you because it doesn't match your specific criteria. People show love in different ways. Some people show up with actions, others use words. Some give gifts, others give time. None of these is superior, they're just different languages. When you only accept love in one specific dialect, you miss out on everything else. Here's what helps. Start noticing the small things. That friend who always texts back quickly, that's care. The colleague who remembers details about your life, that's attention. Your sibling who sends you random memes, that's connection. Love isn't always grand gestures. Sometimes it's quiet, consistent, and easy to overlook if you're only watching for fireworks. Number 4, you're waiting for permission. You already have. Deep down, you believe you need to earn love, be successful enough, be attractive enough, be interesting enough, be healed enough, be perfect enough. Then, maybe then, you'll deserve to receive love. So you're stuck in this endless cycle of self-improvement, waiting for the day you finally qualify. But here's the truth nobody tells you. You don't earn love. You can't. Love isn't a transaction. It's not a reward for being good enough. It's freely given, or it's not love at all. The people who care about you aren't waiting for you to reach some imaginary threshold. You're the only one enforcing that rule. This belief makes you question everything. When someone is kind, you search for their angle. When someone stays, you wait for them to realize their mistake and leave. You can't accept love because you're convinced it's a case of mistaken identity. They clearly don't see the real you yet. You need to hear this. You are worthy of love right now. Not when you lose weight. Not when you make more money. Not when you fix all your problems. Right now, as you are, messy parts included. The sooner you accept this, the sooner you can actually receive the love that's already being offered. Number 5, you're afraid of owing something back. Every time someone does something nice, you immediately think about how to even the score. They bought coffee, you need to get the next one. They listened to your problems, now you feel indebted. They helped you move, you owe them a favor. You've turned every act of kindness into a transaction that needs balancing. This comes from a fear of being a burden. You don't want to take up space. You don't want to need people. So you keep everything even, never letting the scale tip too far in your favor. But this means you never really receive anything. You just enter into a series of exchanges. Real connection requires imbalance sometimes. Sometimes you'll need more. Sometimes they'll need more. It's supposed to flow back and forth naturally over time, not be calculated after every interaction. When you're constantly trying to repay kindness immediately, you're essentially refusing it. You're saying, I can't accept this gift, so let me turn it into a trade. Number 6, your past is playing on repeat. Someone who was supposed to love you didn't. Maybe they left. Maybe they hurt you. Maybe they were inconsistent, loving one day, cold the next. Your young brain learned a lesson. Love isn't safe. It disappears. It hurts. It's conditional and unreliable. Now you're an adult, but that lesson is still running in the background. Every new person gets filtered through this old experience. When someone shows up consistently, you wait for the other shoe to drop. When someone is kind without wanting something, you stay suspicious. You're protecting yourself from a pain that already happened. Your nervous system is trying to keep you safe, but it's using outdated information. It's like having a security system that goes off every time a friendly neighbor walks by, because once, years ago, there was an actual threat. The alarm is working perfectly. It's just responding to the wrong situation. You need to start separating past from present. This person in front of you is not the person who hurt you before. These circumstances are not those circumstances. Yes, you were hurt. Yes, it was real. But staying in protection mode forever means you'll never let anything new in. Healing doesn't mean forgetting what happened. It means not forcing every new person to pay for someone else's mistakes. Number 7, you're focused on what's missing, not what's there. You have this habit of scanning for gaps. What didn't happen? What wasn't said? Who didn't show up? What wasn't good enough? You're so focused on the empty spaces that you completely miss what's actually present. Your friend threw you a birthday party, but you're thinking about the people who couldn't make it. Your partner said they love you, but you're analyzing why they didn't say it the way you wanted. Someone helped you, but you're fixating on what they could have done better. You're living in the negative space, the absence, the not quite right, while real love is happening right next to you. This is often a protection mechanism. If you focus on what's wrong, you won't be blindsided when things fall apart. If you don't get your hopes up, you can't be disappointed. But this strategy has a cost. You end up feeling unloved, even when you're surrounded by people who care. You're trading potential disappointment for guaranteed emptiness. Start practicing presence. When someone shows you care, stay with that moment. Don't immediately jump to what's missing or what could be better. Just be there with what is. Notice the effort. Notice the intention. Notice that someone thought of you, chose you, showed up for you. That's real. The gaps you're focused on, often they're just your mind's way of staying protected. But protection at this cost isn't protection, it's isolation. So there you go. 7 reasons why you might struggle to feel loved, even when love is all around you. The good news? Awareness is the beginning of change. Now that you can see these patterns, you can start working with them instead of being controlled by them. If this video helped you understand yourself a little better, hit that subscribe button. And please, leave a comment telling me which of these 7 reasons hit closest to home for you. Was it the scorekeeping, the inner critic, something else entirely? I read every comment, and your insights help other people realize they're not alone in this. Also, tap that like button. It helps more people who need this message find it. And if you know someone who constantly doubts whether people really care about them, send them this video. Sometimes we all need a reminder that we're not as unlovable as we think we are.